You got the arm a little bit
I
closer
can't
to
see.
your hand.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Pressure
You don't
from
have.
your hand.
Yes, I can see. Maybe.
That's why the ball joint is connected with the concrete. The concrete is like the body of the barrier. It makes sure everything stays in place. It's the same as someone touches my hand. My body stops my arm, right? That's how it works.
So it closes from here and the other.
This is only the turning point. The engines, your question, are inside the red box on top of the wall.
Ah, the red one.
That's where the engines are.
The red one.
Yeah.
Where
What
it has a
happens?
belt.
If we know we have to close, first we have to inform the ships.
Ah.
So 8 hours before we close, ships are informed. They cannot pass anymore within a couple of hours. So then they have to wait at sea or they wait in the harbor. When everything is stopped, no ships is anymore in the river, then we start the closing procedure. If we don't start it, the computer starts it. We can also close manually. So if something would go wrong with the system, we can also close manually. The computer is not connected to internet, of course, so it cannot be hacked. That's very important to know. The wall. The wall is 22 meters high. The river is 17 meters deep, so we can stop 5 meters of water. You don't see 22 meters, you only see 14 meters of the wall. 8 meters is below the ground in the dry docks.
Right.
When we need the wall to float, we open the grey doors at the riverside.
Right.
When the doors go open, water comes inside the dry docks, the wall floats. Because it's hollow inside, it's like a ship. That's all.
Process. You said 17 deep and then
22 high. So a
Five-
range of
5
5 meters we can stop. Yeah. And when the wall floats, it's like a ship. It's hollow inside, and to move a ship you need engines. The engines turn on in the red box, and each engine is connected to a very big gear. The other side of the wall is like a chain. That means, think about a bicycle chain. When you turn the pedals, the gear turns, and then you move forward.
Grab.
So when the gears turn, they get into the chain, and then the wall is pushed out. In 30 minutes, the doors are together. Then we open the valves, the water flows in, and then slowly it sinks to the bottom. So half an hour to come together, 1.5 hours to sink, 2 hours in total to close. Yeah.
So on the top of the wall, there
Yeah.
is a chain, or there is
Yeah,
just
a
hooks?
chain.
Hooks.
Now you're
where
gonna
the
see it
mot-
from the other side later. We're gonna walk around it now,
Oh.
so
So
you're
I
gonna see it
just-
later on.
I'm just wondering. So you close here.
Yeah.
Where is the North Sea? From
There.
that side,
Yeah.
right? So what happens to those people there?
Oh, the other side.
Yes.
That's all artificial land. It's elevated.
So, I mean,
high
the houses there.
There are no houses over there. No one is living there. That's all industry. That's
So-
all the harbor.
So for them,
It's a higher level.
Okay,
It's high
all
enough.
right.
That's
Okay.
5 meters elevated, so it cannot flood.
Okay.
The dikes you see at the back, where the car is driving with the trees, also over there, the dike, is 7 meters above sea level. So water can't get over it also. Because there's another channel at the back, I showed you the small barrier, but if the water could reach across the barrier, go over it over there, we still have a problem. So the dikes are high enough, so no water can get in anymore.
So usually in the tsunamis and hurricanes, how
No
high
tsunamis,
the
no
waters-
hurricanes.
No, how high usually the water goes up?
It's very important to know, the biggest storm we have in this country
Yeah.
isn't even Hurricane Force 1.
Right.
We don't have Hurricanes Force 5 over here, it's impossible. The seawater is not warm enough. That's our. We have no tsunamis here.
Right.
There are no earthquakes underneath. So we only deal with big storms.
Big storms.
That's a big difference with other countries
Right.
who deal with tsunamis and hurricanes.
Right.
They need better protection systems.
I
But
see.
for us, this
That's
is more
enough.
than enough.
Yeah, yeah.
We go this way.
So when you arrive, this the smell that you were talking about. This is sea smell. The smell.
Yes.
This is sea air. What you
Sea air. Yeah, yeah. It's good.
I like it.
Yeah. But in New York, stuffed.
Yeah, yeah.
Sea smell. Have you smelled the water there?
I've never been.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is clean sea smell. There is also unpleasant sea smell.
How long was it again? This distance?
240 meters.
240.
I cannot believe it's resting
Yeah.
outside points without.
If you see the pillars later on, you see there are 11 pillars on the bottom of the docks. to let the wall rest on. That's easy. There's no problem at all.
But I mean, right now.
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
it's just hanging there.
No, it's not hanging. It's resting on the pillars also. You don't see them. You're going to see them later on in the dry docks. Let's wait for the rest. We have to stay
Yes.
very close together now.
Yes.
Okay, guys, please stay close to each other, okay?
How is this possible? 240 meters horizontal?
Yeah.
Without any structural support?
Support. Because
240.
it's just rotating on the ball bearing, you know. So once
I
it's
know, but how
floating,
is it carrying its weight in the middle? It's not cracking.
it's all
It's like an
connected
arm.
to, yeah, it's like an arm, but then it's connected with the triangles. You know, the
Yeah,
triangles.
yeah, yeah.
almost-
The truss.
Yes.
This is
It's the same.
Yeah, it's a
and then you
space-
just
space
rest. It's
structure.
like putting something here and something and just putting on top.
Yeah.
You know.
it's a space structure. So the pipe that is carrying the weight is the top one.
Yeah, the top
The
one
top one, and the other one is just grabbing
is
the
just
bottom.
grabbing. Yes,
But even the top one, how is it 240 meter structure?
9 centimeters thick. You remember the
It's
tubes?
even, it's more weight.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
carry.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like stronger, it's like more weight to carry.
Okay, unfortunately we can't go to the other side because the crane is here. It's too dangerous to walk over there.
Okay,
So we have to stay here.
right.
So you cannot see the bottom now because again the crane is over there. It's too dangerous to walk around it. They're working and lifting everything. But so in the bottom of the docks, 10 meters deep, this is where the concrete pillars are. They're
Right.
that big.
Right.
They're so wide, and that's where the wall's resting on, like this. And when water comes in, it starts floating to come loose, okay? And the chain is on the other side, where the gears turn and then to get it out and in again. Okay?
So how come a structure like this can float in the air?
It's not in the air, it's on water.
I mean in the water.
It's hollow, it's like a ship. The wall was hollow
Wow.
inside.
So there's
Same as a
air.
ship. There is air, so it floats easily. And when it's on its position, air is out.
And also
water is
half
in.
of the weight of this structure is on this side, right?
Everything is on everything because
Like I mean
most
the
of
weight
is to wall.
of this and this structure is all on it and still floating in the water, right?
It's still but that's
Wow.
easy. It's easy.
Because it's a salty water.
No, not because of the
The same
salt.
concept of a
That's
ship.
it. Yeah, it's the same as a ship. Think about a ship.
Yeah.
A big container ship also floats.
Also ask why ships float.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because the bottom of it's not that wide. It's like
No, it's the amount of water.
It's very wide. You cannot
It's
see it now,
wide.
but the bottom it's
Ah.
about 8 meters wide.
ah
So the lower
so-
part is smaller than the
wide
other.
8
so the
meters.
place it takes from the water is actually your power.
That's it.
Yes,
That's
yes,
it.
yes.
If you look at,
If it's 8 meters.
I told
then
you about
yes.
the closing procedure. When we have to open again, imagine now the wall's on the bottom of the river. It's filled with water, so it's too heavy. You cannot lift it.
Yes.
So then we pump the water out. It goes out through the small pipes you see going up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, in 90 minutes it's empty again. So after 90 minutes it floats again. And then we need half an hour to get back.
Right.
About the power we have a power system on this side of the river, one on the other side of the river. And we have cables underneath the river so we can exchange power.
Okay.
Power fills on this side, we get it from the other side.
Wow.
If all the power should fill, we have a backup generator. It gives us 2 megawatts of power.
Wow.
So it's that big so we can still close the barrier in 2 hours. Only opening will take 1 hour longer because most power is used when we pump the water out. So that will take an hour longer, so ships have to wait a little bit longer. But closing can also always happen in 2 hours, even with only generator working.
Can you also do your mechanical closing?
Yeah, we can also close manually. That doesn't mean one big button to push.
Yeah.
It's a whole control panel, and we
Yeah.
have operational team
Wow.
of 25 people.
They
They're
push it.
always available. We push it.
Wow.
25 people to.
No, so that those guys are trained to do a part of closing or opening. So it's everything together. Normally, those guys are only there to see what's happening, where everything goes right. If something would go wrong with the system, we have a system fill. It's a real small chance, but still it can happen. Then those guys can take over and they can also close
So
by
you have
hand.
thought about every scenario.
Everything. Redundancy is the magic word.
Wow.
We cannot do without something else. We have 6 engines, we only need 4. Each compartment has 2 pumps instead of 1. If one fails, the other one gets over. We have a team of people if the computer fails. So everything is redundancy, is just a magical word. If something doesn't work, something else can take over.
So you're changing, you talked of changing, replacing 48 pumps. You are replacing all
No.
the pumps.
Now, it will take 3 years. So we do a couple of compartments this year.
Okay.
And then next year we start with the other one. So in 3 years, everything, it's impossible to take out everything at once.
Okay.
Because you have no time enough to also paint the inside again, replace the pumps, and then, so
It's
we
like
have,
a continuous
Yeah.
show.
yeah,
continuous
that's it.
work.
Yeah.
But can't we just go and see for a little?
No. No, it's too dangerous. I cannot. If we do that, we
So
can.
what's the
We can.
other side? Is
No, we
just
can close
water?
the information if I do that once. So we're not going to do that. No,
looks
it's
safe to
impossible
me.
do. For safety reasons. Yeah. You don't want to be flat like a chain, right? So that's,
Yeah. So attempting.